I gotta keep it real. I am crashing out right now. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I've already opened and closed the app probably 6 times already just to keep getting the same stupid warning message. Oh my God. Like,
anyone else just been crying on this app all night? Because it feels like we're losing, like, a community. It feels like we're losing friends. We're losing, like...
And to the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never gonna trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
God, and I can't, like, now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America fucking great again, I guess. God.
Remember, these liberals, they hate Trump. But TikTok, social media is such an icon in their life. It is such a big part of their livelihood, their daily life, how they spend their time, that they're willing to forego their values that they had against Trump in order to root for him to get this icon back.
And we begin tonight with breaking news. Time has run out on TikTok. The popular social media app is offline tonight after a new law banning it went into effect in the U.S. Many users received this message reading, "Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now." Earlier this week, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld a bipartisan law banning TikTok starting Sunday unless the app severs ties with its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. This weekend, President-elect Donald Trump suggesting he's likely to grant TikTok a 90-day extension after the app warned that it could go dark for its 170 million American users. Tonight, we hear from TikTok CEO.
I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform.
Super liberals are now turning pro-Trump and turning MAGA as their livelihood and probably their icon, TikTok, is shut down. And apparently Trump will be granting their wishes by supposedly trying to get TikTok back.
And as of today, TikTok is back.
But this goes against Trump's team's previous messages about TikTok years and years ago about the dangers of it with the Communist Party. Why is he changing his tune? Why is TikTok possibly going to come back? We'll get into it later. It's itsSeanDaniel here. If you enjoy the video, consider subscribing or supporting me with a YouTube membership down below. Let's go.
I gotta keep it real. I am crashing out right now. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I've already opened and closed the app probably 6 times already just to keep getting the same stupid warning message. Oh my God. Like, this just this is so dystopian. First of all, I feel pathetic that I am freaking out like this over an application being unavailable on my phone. But also, like, this has been a massive part of our life for the last 6 years. And normally when something happens, I would get on TikTok and start complaining, and I can't even do that. I feel like disconnected. I feel cut off from the world and my community. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. God, and I can't, like, now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America fucking great again, I guess. God.
Remember, these liberals, they hate Trump. But TikTok, social media is such an icon in their life. It is such a big part of their livelihood, their daily life, how they spend their time, that they're willing to forego their values that they had against Trump in order to root for him to get this icon back.
Anyone else just been crying on this app all night? Because it feels like we're losing, like, a community. It feels like we're losing friends. We're losing, like, a platform where we learned so much about things we didn't know about, opportunities, places to eat, movies to watch, books to read. It's like, it's inspiring seeing people talk about how the fish are going to move somewhere else afterwards and how the community is not going to go away, but it just feels like losing a family member, and it's a fucking app. I know I might be being dramatic, and I know I'm not somebody that got some crazy following on this app, but TikTok made a fucking difference for me. And this sucks.
And to the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never gonna trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
So I'm starting to give up hope that there's going to be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's going to save this app.
I feel so dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app, but the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now, and it got me through really, really hard times in my life. The pandemic, losing my job, all of that, getting divorced, like all of this crap that's happened to me in the last 5 years since I've been on here. Hours and hours and hours of time I put into creating stuff for this platform. And I'm not the biggest creator on here. Like, I'm not like, I don't have 3 million followers or 10 million followers, but I do have a platform. It's the biggest platform I have. And I worked really.
It's really not fair that, like, they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance, and I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us, and I've been noticing that a lot over the past like week. Like, all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back, and it just makes me really sad because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did. You're gonna have to start from scratch. And it sucks because it's like, it's beyond TikTok dances, it's beyond all of that. Like, we have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate. Y'all have shown me things about psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would have never learned in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know, like, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm going to do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm going to be without TikTok, because a large part of who I have become in the last 6 years and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to say goodbye.
Before we read from TikTok about how they might get back into service in the U.S. and what Trump said at his rally about TikTok coming back, get some perspective about TikTok, okay? There was already ties to the Communist Party in China because ByteDance is the parent company. Trump's cabinet warned about this. I remember back in 2019 about it. I believe maybe it was Jason Miller. They were warning against it because of the ties with the information that company is gathering from you. And people have been warned before. Diversify your portfolio, diversify your platform. If you have a following on TikTok, diversify it to Instagram. Secondly, as a viewer, if you are crying about TikTok being gone because it is so much about your life, one, okay, you might have learned a lot of things on it that impacted you. How much of TikTok was a waste of time in your life? First of all, so you shouldn't be that worried about all the time you put into it. I bet a lot of that time was wasteful. Number two, how is Instagram Reels or other shorts platforms different than TikTok? You can still get the same information on Instagram. Quit crying. 3, if you are crying over a slight entertainment app that a lot of times is mind-numbing, you're telling me you don't worship that app? You're telling me you don't dictate how your day is going to go depending on your availability to use that app? You're telling me you're not out of balance if you're crying because TikTok is getting canceled? It's not that big a deal. Now, apparently it is a big deal to President Trump because TikTok has says, in agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. We thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. It's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. We will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States. What exactly did Trump say in his recent victory rally right before the inauguration about TikTok?
And as of today, TikTok is back. So, you know, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old. And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, And Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I like it.
Now, is Trump pushing to get TikTok back now after different talks of banning it 5-6 years ago? Now is he pushing to get it back just as a PR move? Because so many people want TikTok back and the Biden administration has banned it in the U.S. now, right before the inauguration. Is he going to do that as a PR move to try to win more people's support as he gets into the new term? Maybe. It sounds like a smart move to me to try to get that back, get some extra support, more momentum, and have as least fight as possible. Now, does this go against stuff he said 5-6 years ago and his team has warned against the dangers of TikTok? From what I remember, yes. So I don't really know what to make of this. I don't think it's that great of a move to bring TikTok back. Maybe he wants it as more of an availability for him to get out his message to an audience unfiltered because of the audience he's built on TikTok. Or it could just be a PR move to try to win more support. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's Sean Daniel here, and I will see you in the next one. Almost forgot my salute.